So we spend millions of rupees each year in fighting fires, and we spend more trying to find new ways of preventing fires from happening and getting out of control. On the whole, we have learned rather well to control fire and put it to good use in our everyday life. So we are spending millions of rupees each year. Why? In fighting fires, how to control fires. So and we spend more trying to find new ways also for what of preventing fire, how to save no from the fires or from happening or getting out of control. These are the ways that we are finding. On the whole, what we have learned rather well to control fire and put it to good use in our everyday life. Long ago, there were no firemen. When fire broke out, everybody became a firefighter. People formed human chains. They still do if required and pass buckets of water from a well or a pond to the blaze. Now, there were laws about building constructions which ensure that person is left between uh, building to reduce the fire risks. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observance of fire prevention norms. Bands of firefighting workers with special equipment known as fire brigades are there to put out fires. Firefighters are highly trained people. So long ago, what happened when there is a fire in villages and all, there were no firemen on that time, no, on that day. So nowadays, if any, you will find here in Pasigat also, if any place there is a fire, then you will find that the firefighters they come to what broke out the fire. But long ago there were no firemen, and when there is a fire every day, that everybody they become a firefighter. Everybody they become the firefighter, like they form human chains. Some people they do still now also if required, and they pass buckets of water from well or a pond. And now these are the laws about building construction which ensure that space is left between building to reduce the fire risks. So some space should be left. Why? Which ensure that what why we should left the ensure sorry, why we should left some space between buildings so that to reduce the fire risks. That is why in some of the buildings when they construct, there are laws for them that they should uh, left space between buildings so that it will reduce the fire risks. Every new building, especially a public place, must ensure observation of fire. So every new building, they especially who are in the public places must ensure the observance of fire prevention norms. They must observe the norms what are there, no, how to prevent from the fire, how to take steps so that there will be no fire, we will be safe from the fire. Bands of firefighting workers with special equipment known as fire brigades, these are very much important, that these things should be uh, thing are there to put out fires. Firefighters they are very highly trained people. Okay, firefighters they are very highly trained people and they help to put out the fire. They they possess many skills. They cut they cut uh, they cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls, spray water and other materials to bring fire under control. They are also trained in first aid so that they can help people suffering from burns or from the effect of fire. They are seen in many places. They possess many skills. They cut off electricity supply, knock down dangerous walls also. They also spray water and other materials to bring fire under control. So all these type of activities, the dangerous things they do, and sometimes they are also trained in first aid whenever they find that the people they need help, who are suffering from burns, or from the effect of smoke. They help them, these people. So the discovery of fire and its uses helped early men to cope with nature better and gradually adopt a settled mode of life. So this is what the discovery of fire and its uses help not only early men, today also we are using, and it is very helpful for us. Without fire we can't imagine also our life. So we need to think and use it in a proper way and adopt a settled mode of life. Fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. We worship the fire. Fire is indeed a friend, but as we know, if it can be a very dangerous enemy once it gets out of control. It is a friend, it is our friend, but if we don't use it in a proper way and if it goes out of control, then it can be a very dangerous enemy for us. So that's why whenever you use fire, always uh, use it in a proper way. Okay, like use your candle in a proper way while as a student you must think while studying. You should not put your uh, keep your lamp or your candles on the tables, and you just leave that without blowing off it. You should not do it. Okay, and if you do so, then it will what catch fire. And the unpredictable, we can say, uh, situation will occur, and so much harm or the difficulties that we face in our life because of that. So the damage that caused by the fire is very very dangerous, that we can't imagine also. The person who knows this damage, they only can feel. Now, like, we can only say all these things, but just imagine how the peoples who are uh, having these things, having this type of difficulties in their life, like fire damage their whole, they fire burn their house, then uh, how or what problems they face in their life. So these are some of the difficulties that are there, and not only that, mm, and some people, they what lose their life also. So always use the fire in a proper way. That is why it is said that prevention is better than cure. So, my dear students, this the lesson we have completed, and I have given the explanation of this lesson in 3 videos. I think one by one you will watch it, and after watching the video, listen it carefully, and you can read the lesson once after watching the video. Then again read it, and after reading, if you are not getting, again if you are not understanding, again you can watch the video. So in this way you can learn something. Self reading is very very important. That is also called as self assessment, right? So this you must think and read. Reading habit is very important. You adopt this habit always. Depending upon the teachers is not good, so you try to learn by yourself also. Explanation is already given, and if you don't read it, then it will be not helpful for you. So take care. We will see again, we will come again, we will meet again in the next uh, class with a new lesson. So have a great day. Thank you very much.